I've been told by so many people, where do you stand on the stadium? Because if you're for the stadium, you don't have my vote. That's the feedback I'm getting. The only negative feedback I'm getting is from the locked profiles on Facebook with Devils jumpers on and pro stadium supporters. Generally, most people are fully aware of our debt situation. They're fully aware we've got two facilities that can do the job. They're not perfect, by the way, but they've done the job so far. And the view is, within my community, give us our side. We deserve it. It's okay to play AFL on the facilities we had for the last 20 years. And our debt situation, this is the other thing that people aren't fully up to speed with. The older demographic in my electorate are all over it. They understand the budgetary nature of stuff and money coming and going. They really understand that, and they cannot for the life of them understand why we are going to put a massive amount of money into a stadium that we don't really need at this point in time.
How big of an influence do you think it is going to be on people's vote? There are obviously a lot of people that are especially passionate about it, but on the whole, do you think it's going to be a decisive issue on what people do July 19?
I think it's a big issue. You know, the emails and being pulled up in the street by people saying, if you support this stadium, you haven't got my vote. It's quite clear. That is the number one issue for them. You know, people around here, we live in the most marginal electorate in Braddon. We know what it's like to struggle by with very little money, and the older demographic here have got a lifetime of struggling and getting by and making do with worn out tools or second-rate gear till they get to the point where they can afford new stuff. We can't afford a $1 billion stadium at this point in time. The pre-election financial outlook, $3 billion worse than the worst budget in history, which I stated a few weeks back. It's just getting worse and worse, and they're in denial over where we are with our budget. So, you know, we can handle a side, we deserve a side, we have existing facilities we can use right now, and we're not saying put AFL in York Park forever. All we're saying is use the facilities we have at hand right now until we get in a better position. Maybe tax the salmon industry, what should be taxed from them. That could probably pay for a stadium over 4 or 5 years, but the government is not prepared to do that. They are too close to that industry to tax them properly, to regulate them properly, and in general, both major parties, they've forgotten who they represent. They've forgotten they're there to represent Tasmanians in the best interests of Tasmania. They're so closely aligned with corporates and corporate interests, whether you're talking Mariners Football Stadium, it is just gobsmacking. So we don't need it right now, and my stance is I'm not supporting it.